Hello and welcome to episode 521 of the Daily Sales Message Podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. And I also realized that I raise my eyebrows as I make certain points. So if you're on Spotify, you're going to miss that. But isn't that weird when you notice that you do something? Great, I can't unsee that now. All right, in today's episode, we're talking about don't be afraid to test your buyer. Don't be afraid to test your buyer. And what I mean by that is qualification. It's push back. So many people are so keen or desperate to sell to people that they'll pretty much sell anything to anyone. And the answer is yes, what is the question? Because they're just so keen to get some money on the board and get things moving. But true selling and confident selling and doing it the right way is about testing your buyer and pushing back on them, making sure they meet your criteria, making sure they have certain things, do certain things, are certain things or whatever, because not all buyers are created equally. And if you just sell to anybody and everybody and just say yes and worry about it later, that's where you can come unstuck. You can find yourself doing stuff that you're not very good at, so then it doesn't go very well, and then people complain and it becomes contentious and it's horrible. So have some courage at the start of the interaction. Don't be afraid to test your buyer. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. Okay, so James, we'd love to work with you. Couple of criteria though that we have for our ideal client. Do you have 15 members of staff? Oh, you do? Perfect. And you're just based in the UK, right? Yep, great stuff. And you're a B2B only business, because we don't really want to be, you're B2B? Great stuff. So questions like that, where if at any point they say, oh no, actually, blah, 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 and they fall out of your criteria, you can then make an informed decision. It's not an automatic no, but you can make an informed decision to then push back on them, or certainly it will set the standard. So you can say, okay, well, we can work with you, but because you do B2B and B2C, you're not our ideal client, so it could impact the result that we're going to get for you. So as long as you're okay with that and you understand that, great, we can continue. But if you're not sure, then please don't feel like you have to proceed. And at least that way, everybody knows where they stand, and it's just for the want of a good bit of qualification, a bit of pushback, a bit of questioning, and most of all, a bit of confidence. Not feeling like you have to say yes to everybody. We're trying to find the right buyer, not just any old buyer. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow, I'm trying not to raise my eyebrows now. Tomorrow in episode 522, we're talking about passive language and how it can erode your confidence and the confidence of your buyer in you. So check out that one tomorrow. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hop over to LinkedIn. You'll find me there. I share a lot of stuff on a daily basis. I'm quite active on LinkedIn. You'll find me, James Newell. That's spelled Newell. Connect with me. Shoot me a DM. Let me know what you like about the podcast or anything you'd like me to cover in a future episode. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of the Daily Sales Message.